Hey guys, how y'all doing? This is another video starting up, so I'll pass it on over to Kevin.
Hey everybody, we're gonna do a dual ProStar SC2410T build. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do two separate builds at the same time. They're gonna be a little different, but the same in general, just that some setups are gonna be different on one versus the other. Mine's gonna probably be more box stock sort of thing, and William's gonna be doing a few things like with Ecotech parts and some probably techno hop-ups.
Yeah.
Other than that, enjoy, and we'll do our best to explain. William wanted to point out there is a few things that isn't explained on the website, like this is the low C body post for the 10 SCTE for their short course 4x4. This is what you use to put your body on this conversion. They have to be cut. We'll be showing that as well, and William's going to show you another one.
So the part number for that is LOSB2414. It does come in the kit. It's an option you can buy in the kit.
And the other one William found out was the dog bones. They come with these associated dog bones. William will say the part number here in a second. But they do not fit in the Techno Cups, so you do have to do a small modification. All it is we will be filing a little bit off of the sides of the ball to get them to fit into the cup. We'll show that as well in the video, but William will give you the part number there and stuff as well.
So this is the B64 Team Associated Center Drive for the slipper, part number 92067. So to start you guys off, we'll go up and we'll start by getting the first clip ready and dropping our center differential on right now, and then we'll do that and we'll pick you guys up when we go there. All right, so we're back. So we have our clips, our middle clip on. So we have our center diff in, front mount, and the front brace. There's mine.
Same thing on this one. No difference, just two separate builds, same parts.
So far, one of the differences we've done is our diff building. I put a different foot in mine. I have 15K in mine.
And this one is 10K? No.
Yeah, 10K.
Yeah, I did 10K, yeah.
So it's 10K 15. So you can see already it's starting.
Yeah, I even read it on it.
Okay. There you go. So it's starting to differ a little bit there. Again, a lot of it will be shock oils, diff oils, a couple optional parts as we get on, springs, stuff like that, as you guys will see. All right, we'll pick you up with our front clip on and all our ProStar stuff starting to come out. Hey guys, so we're going to show you. We got the front clip all on, and we got the brace on top. So when you're working on it, as you can see right here, this piece here, you're gonna have to cut that off so you can put those screws on. To show you what it looks like. Looks like this. So it was right there. I cut it off, and you put your two screws there and two screws there, and then that is that. So you get it all starting to build up, and everything's starting to good.
And also, as we were building, we noticed that with the servo encasement, you have to loosen off the center brace underneath. Take your front screw out, leave the back screw in, and just let it like pivot a little bit, because you have to finagle around with this and get your screws in, because the screws don't line up perfectly. So we had to kind of like loosen this off, put this on, get the screws up through so we could get them started, and then let it bring itself back down. And once it did that, it was fine. And also the other thing we noticed, there was a lot of excessive back and forth play in the front drive shaft. So William came up with a good idea. We just took some fuel tubing. We couldn't find any O-rings. We were going to use them. If you have them, use them. If not. But we figured it's about 2 millimeters
each side.
On each side, and it's still, as you can see,
there's still lots of play.
It's still got about 1 millimeter of play back and forth, but they'll stop it from slamming like 4 millimeters forward and 4 millimeters backwards, and it'll make it obviously a little bit quieter as well. So other than that, I don't think there's anything else, right?
No, other than that, we're about to cut off that part on the top. It's okay, you don't need it. Then we're going to start moving to the rear end, putting the dual battery setup and rear clip, and rear braces. So it's going to start looking more like a vehicle next time you guys see it.
We're figuring all this stuff out for you guys because like we've literally had to flip our cars back over like 4 or 5 times. My diff flew out, went under the couch somewheres.
One thing I will suggest is if you do happen to have the carbon fiber or even stock center diff mount, until you get the ProStar top plate on there, put 2 screws on at least to hold your center diff in. We learned that the hard way after Kevin just said his diff just went flying through my basement.
Yeah.
So.
Because you're going to be flipping your car back and forth, and my diff just went.
And then with the fuel tubing, that was interesting. You got to find that too.
Yeah.
We don't have any more.
Yeah, but same thing. If you have an O-ring, or anything that'll fit in there, you want something that's not going to fling out because the shaft or the drive cups have the big holes in it. So you want something that's going to be snug once it's in there. Yeah. But once it's in there, it's fine.
Yeah, once it's fine. All right, guys, we'll pick you guys up here in a little bit. All right, guys, we're back. So, to start it off, this is what I'm at so far. I'm sitting at, come a little closer for you guys. I'm sitting at almost a complete build. We're getting closer. I got my motor in. My ESC is going to be the XR10 Pro G2. It's going to be sitting over here. I'll be running it for top of receiver. And my OMG servo. Really doesn't care. It's more about the kit, but that's kind of what I'm running. And my stuff, I got the start of the battery section getting in now. And yeah, so that's the front. We got the standoffs and we got our rear clips in. As you can see, I'm running Ecotech hexes. I do have the aluminum hubs, but when you buy the aluminum hubs, you have to run, pull them over here. These are the aluminum hubs. You have to get a different ball stud, and I did not realize that until after I got here and I tested and the ball stud didn't fit. So I need to get a shorter ball stud. So that's what I'm going to do now.
So the only things we really noticed doing this next part of the build was in the rear, for the rear brace, don't tighten any of this stuff up. Just put your screws in so that they're set, like where they're going, and leave it loose because there was a gap in the bottom. So after you get all your screws in to where you want, tighten these 2 first and then go around and tighten your top ones. Other than that, there was really nothing else to the build other than just putting the parts where they properly go. There was nothing we had to cut. There was nothing we had to trim other than just finagle that because you get a gap because of the thing. So no, other than that, everything else is good. So
the one part we did actually trim, I just remembered, is this is here. You get a piece of paper. Your only instructions in the whole thing. Right here a second.
Yep.
It is this piece right here. Underneath here for the brace, there is a small part. You just gotta flush cut it off, and it's a quick snip with my flush cutters, and it worked. So it wasn't even that hard. It says right there what to do. You just make it flat. This piece then slides in, and you're good to go. So What's next is we are going to work on the back of the battery trays. Kevin's going to put his battery stuff on. And then we'll probably pick you up with our batteries finished. And then we'll bring you up from there.
And probably just have the shocks on.
Yeah, full shocks on everything. And then we'll start putting the bumpers on after that. Alright, hey guys. So, Kevin and I got some more work done. As you can see, it's starting to look a lot better like a short course truck, isn't it? So we got our front bumpers, our rear bumper. Rear bumper went on very nice. And our batteries are in here, our motors in here. You can see my soldering stuff in the back corner. That is what we are working on next, is to slowly be soldering our stuff together. And yeah, so that's what we're doing.
And body mounts, which they have to be cut. So that's why we're not showing them right yet. We got to trim them, cut them, mount them, but we'll show like maybe where we cut them. Yeah, we'll make a little video of just where we cut them and stuff, but other than that, they still got to go on. They're just, like we said earlier, they're just the low C SCTE ones, but they just need to be cut.
Exactly. So everything's on. It's looking nice. Everything's starting to look better.
And you might want to say
Oh
about...
yeah. So for the bumper, these are the ProStar bumpers. Right here, you guys can see that right there. These are the gap there in the screw. We tried to get them as flush as possible. You couldn't. So that's the best you could have done. They can come up more a little bit, but it's not going to work. And on the bottom, you only use 2 of the 4 screws and support mounts. So yeah, that's our ProStar.
We're gonna try to find some kind of black tubing that can go in there and take up the gap, so we can actually tighten them up a little bit more. So, you know, it's not just the screws that are taking all the force. So we'll find something. If we find something, we'll let you know. But as of right now, we have really no ideas other than if we can find a body mount or something that's longer that we can cut and fit it in there.
Yeah. So that's what's going on now, guys. So we'll pick you guys back up when we are cutting the locies. All right, hey guys. So these are now the body posts. As I showed before, there was a piece attaching them there. Now you have 4 separate pieces. With this said, as Kevin's having the dilemma right now, as he's looking at it now, you need these part numbers that it's not a common part. So this is Dubrow 310. Team Losi also makes it. Do not know how easy they are to get for you. For us, they're very hard to get a hold of in a short notice. It would take 4 to 6 weeks to bring them in, which is basically half your racing season, right? So this is the part there, and then you just run them there. You got to use a standard screwdriver. I use the Energy one, and it is a 5/68 or 5/64, sorry. And so now what next we're going to do is mount them onto the truck. Okay. All right, guys, here we go. So this is our 2 vehicles side by side. Mine has batteries, my motor, and my servo. Kevin's is a servo. The body mounts, the top pieces, these pieces, we're waiting for screws. We need 4 more screws. We don't have them here. We're waiting for them to come in. Other than that, kit went pretty good. Here's mine all finished, as you can see. They're looking pretty nice. Then here's Kevin's up close. So as you see, we still need the spacers for there. But what does make it nice is here. This bumper went together very nice. It attaches to the D block. It's gone together very nice, and I really do appreciate it, how well it went, and I'm making it. These are good. It's going to be a little bit more annoying to adjust stuff on there, but it's okay. You can work with that. I have Ecotech Hexa still here. My hubs will be here soon. I'm gonna upgrade my hubs. So that's mine. Kevin's is basically identical, minus the springs and fluids as a rule. Kevin, anything you want to add?
No, I mean, they're pretty much the same builds. The only difference is Williams has different shock fluids, different diff fluids. Mine has different shock fluids because it's just preference. You know what I mean? Anybody's going to put their own stuff in. The only one, did we tell people about the rear dog bone?
Yep.
Okay. So other than that, then we're good. So, I mean, the builds went great. We had a couple little things we had to, work through, but we worked through it.
Yep.
Other than that, they're great kits. So anybody needs any help, drop us a line. We'll help you out.